This isn't limited to one country or region. In places as far apart as the United States, the UK, and parts of Asia, people are sharing footage of this bizarre fog. Major news outlets, however, remain silent. No investigations, no explanations, just an eerie hush that raises more questions than it answers. Beyond the fog, a pattern emerges when you connect the dots. The fog is just one piece of a much larger, unsettling puzzle. Strange events have been escalating worldwide: unusual weather patterns, bizarre animal behavior, unexplained illnesses, and even reports of mysterious lights in the sky. Consider this: unseasonable weather, snowstorms in deserts like Saudi Arabia, flash floods in normally dry areas, and hurricanes striking in rapid succession. Animal behavior: birds flying in chaotic patterns, fish washing ashore in massive numbers, and even pets acting restless or agitated. Geomagnetic anomalies: spikes in magnetic activity and intensified solar storms disrupting satellites, power grids, and communication networks. Are these events connected? If so, what are they pointing to? Theories and speculations. With little official information available, people are turning to their own theories. Some suggest this fog could be the result of experimental weather manipulation, or even a covert operation involving chemical or biological agents. Others believe it could be part of a larger, more sinister agenda, global cover-up of something much bigger. And then there's the spiritual perspective. Many are linking these events to ancient prophecies that speak of unusual signs in the heavens and on earth, warning of times of great upheaval. Could this be the fulfillment of those warnings? The lack of media coverage. Perhaps the most troubling aspect is the silence. Why aren't governments or major media outlets addressing these events? Historically, when large-scale phenomena are ignored, it often points to something being deliberately concealed. The silence doesn't just obscure the truth, it creates a vacuum where fear and uncertainty thrive. People are left to piece things together on their own, and the lack of clarity only deepens the mystery. A call to stay vigilant. If you're living in an area affected by this strange fog, it's important to take precautions. Avoid spending extended time outdoors, especially if you or your loved ones have respiratory issues. Keep your windows closed and monitor any unusual symptoms. Beyond that, it's crucial to stay informed but be selective about your sources. Don't rely solely on sensationalized accounts or fringe theories. Seek out credible information and stay open-minded. Reflecting on the bigger picture, these events are a wake-up call, challenging us to pay attention not just to what's happening in the physical world, but also to what's stirring within us. The chaos in nature mirrors the chaos many of us feel inside: uncertainty, fear, and a longing for answers. While it's tempting to get caught up in the fear, there's another way to approach this. These moments of confusion and uncertainty are opportunities to seek clarity, to reconnect with what matters most, and to find strength in faith, hope, and community. A moment to pause and pray. Let's take a moment to reflect and seek guidance, not just for ourselves but for everyone impacted by these unsettling events. Dear God, in these times of mystery and uncertainty, we turn to you for wisdom and peace. As we witness the strange fog and the unsettling events unfolding around us, we ask for your protection and clarity. Help us to see through the confusion and fear, to understand the deeper meaning behind these signs, and to trust in your plan. For those who are struggling with illness, fear, or doubt, bring healing and comfort. Surround every household with your love and shield us from harm, both seen and unseen. We also lift up the leaders and decision-makers of this world. Grant them the wisdom to act with integrity and transparency. Expose anything that stands against your will and guide their actions toward justice and truth. In the midst of chaos, remind us of your constant presence. You are our refuge and strength, and we place our trust in you. Strengthen our hearts and minds to face whatever lies ahead with courage and faith. Above all, let this time of uncertainty draw us closer to you. Help us to remain hopeful, vigilant, and united, knowing that your love is unchanging and your promises are true. Amen. Looking ahead as we navigate these strange times, let's commit to staying informed, supporting one another, and remaining open to the possibility that these events are calling us to a higher awareness. Whether the fog is a physical phenomenon, a symbolic message, or a mix of both, one thing is clear: now is the time to pay attention. The world is changing in ways we can't fully explain, but with change comes opportunity, and opportunity to grow, to learn, and to find strength in our shared humanity. Let's move forward with curiosity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to seeking the truth, wherever it may lead. An urgent call for awareness in unprecedented times. Imagine waking up one morning to find your neighborhood swallowed by a dense, eerie fog. It's not the kind of mist that rolls in from the sea or creeps in during cold winter mornings. This fog feels unnatural, heavier, and somehow foreboding. Over the past few days, reports of this phenomenon have spread like wildfire, with eyewitness accounts surfacing across the globe. What's causing this sudden, widespread event? This isn't an isolated occurrence. Cities worldwide are experiencing this strange haze, accompanied by a sharp chemical smell that lingers in the air. Online communities are buzzing with speculation, theories, and unsettling first-hand accounts. People everywhere are asking the same questions. What is this fog? Why now? And why does it seem like no one in power is addressing it? Let's start with what's known. Eyewitnesses describe the fog as thick and sticky, leaving behind a strange residue on everything it touches. Some have reported health issues after exposure: sore throats, headaches, nausea, and even unexplained body aches. In areas where this phenomenon had been observed, entire families have fallen ill. The question isn't just what this fog is, but what it's doing to us. The most alarming aspect isn't even the fog itself, it's the silence surrounding it. Major media outlets have been oddly quiet. There's been no meaningful investigation, no in-depth analysis, just a void of information. The silence is deafening and raises more questions than it answers. But it's not just the fog that's puzzling. The world is experiencing a cascade of unusual events. In recent months, there have been reports of unexplained drone sightings, mysterious lights in the sky, animals behaving erratically, from birds flying in chaotic patterns to pets showing signs of distress, weather phenomena defying all norms, such as snowfall in deserts and record-breaking storms hitting unlikely areas. Each of these events might seem unrelated at first glance, but together, they form a picture that's difficult to ignore. Is there a connection? If so, what's tying all of this together? The fog as a symbol. Fog, by its very nature, obscures vision and creates confusion. Symbolically, it represents uncertainty and fear of the unknown. Could this physical fog be a metaphor for the psychological and emotional fog clouding the world today?